On today's Into Your Head podcast, bags for life versus flowers, catching diseases off yourself, a perpetual circumnavigatory phone call, the problem with long words, alcohol, mat bar inspection tales, psychic dog walking tales, and lots more.
You're listening to Into Your Head, all the way from Ireland.
We've a lot to get on with today, items that need to be attended to, issues that need to be addressed, topics. Oh, topics. We've got lots and lots of topics. We're positively booming to the seams with topics. We've got topics coming out of this. Whatever this is, this broken cup. It's got food dudes written on it. I use it to store biros in. It's perfectly adequate. It doesn't need to be in good repair. There, I pretty much repaired it there just by moving the cracked bits together. That'll do. It's perfectly adequate. Things don't have to be in perfect condition if you're using them for something other than their intended use. I have no idea what the intended use of this thing even was. I think it might have been some sort of a food container of some sort. It's not a food container anymore, I can tell you, because I don't eat pens. No. Well, maybe I do. I don't. Well, not any. No, I'm sure I don't. Maybe at some stage in my life I did chew biros quite a lot. No, I'm pretty sure I don't at the moment. Not least because I barely use them at all. This is the 21st century. You don't need to be writing things anymore. We've got buttons and keys and touchscreen keypads. There's absolutely no need to have a writing implement in your hand for half of your working day. No, get with the times. We've got flying cars now. We've got things you can inject into cats to put your name and address on in case they get lost. You don't need to be using a fucking biro. If you're using a fucking biro, why don't you go back, go live with Charles Dickens and go and, I don't know, go work for Scrooge or something in the 17th century. No. Get a fucking grip. Get with the times. The time being next Wednesday at 1 minute past midnight, Into Your Head number 640. Hello. Two cats walk into a bar. One of the cats straight away goes up to the bar counter and climbs up onto the bar stool and says, "Hello, can I have a pint of your finest?" I don't know. What do I want, barman? You're the big expert in this. You tell me what I want. And the barman says, "You want to slap around the face. That's what you want. If you're going to go on like this, your freaking alcohol concierge." No. You tell me what you want. That's how this works. I'm not here to go around telling you what you should and shouldn't pour down your gullet. No. So the cat says, "Fair enough. I'll have a quadruple vodka, please." And the barman says, "How old are you?" And the cat says, "That's none of your business. You just said it's not for you to say what I can and can't put down my gullet." And the barman says, "That's true, but I wasn't told. I was talking about something else. Don't give me that crap. You're just a cat. I'm the barman. Have some respect. Know your place in society." And the cat says, "I do know my place in society. I'm sitting on your bar stool. I'm a talking cat sitting on your bar stool, and you're a man behind the bar standing there looking at a talking cat who's on your bar stool. I know exactly my place. I'm right here. Admittedly, as the world rotates, my position will change. Although it won't. Will it? Or will it? I don't know. I don't know how the world works. I'm not a frigging cat. I know my place, and I know that I don't know how the world works. But I do know my place. And I do know that much, which is exactly what you were saying, that I should know my place. And that's the point. I do know my place. I may not know the square root of pie. But you don't sell pies, do you, by any chance? The barman says, no, I don't sell pies. I work in a bar. Why would I sell pies? Unless you have another job during the day. But no, this job takes up most of my time. I don't have I don't moonlight as a pie salesman. So in answer to your question, no. And the cat says, that's fine. That's absolutely. And the barman says, oh, I'm glad to hear that's fine. I'm glad to hear. I wasn't looking for feedback on whether or not it's okay for me to not sell pies. What the fuck are you? Some sort of a bar inspector? Are you from the tax man? Is that what you're from? And the cat says, have you ever heard of the tax man sending his cat around to do inspections? And the barman says, no, and that's exactly the point. That's the sort of thing he'd do, because he'd be least suspecting it. He'd send around his cat to spy. Probably have a webcam attached to your ear or something. I don't know how the tax man works. I barely even know how this thing works, this tap thing with the beer on it. Do you want some beer, by the way? And the cat says, yes, please. I'll have a quadruple vodka, as I said, please. And the barman says, I asked you, did you want some beer? That's nothing to do with vodka. And the cat says, you're the expert, so I suppose. Yes, please, I'll have some beer, some vodka beer, quadruple vodka beer, please, which presumably is 4 pints. The barman says, you'll have what you're given. And the cat says, indeed I will, but that's what I want to be given. So the barman pours him out 4 pints of half vodka, half Guinness, and he gives it to the cat. The cat says, what are you trying to make an idiot out of me or something? This isn't vodka beer. Guinness is not a beer, it's a stout. I asked for vodka beer. And the barman says, fair enough, you got me there, I suppose. The next one's on me. And he puts a pint of Guinness vodka on his head. And the cat says, oh, that's very witty. It's on you. It's on your head there. It's about to fall, though, so be careful. And the cat barman takes it down off his head, pours it down the sink, and says, I think we're done here. I think we're done. There's other customers here waiting to be served. So if you don't mind, I'll take my leave of this corner of the bar and go over to the area next to you where I believe there's a man sitting there waiting to be served. Hello, sir. What can I do for you? And the man says, would you buy this cat next to me a drink? And the barman says, I will not. It's more than my job's worth to go around buying people's drinks. And the man says, no, you misunderstood me, or I misspoke. What I meant is I'd like to buy this cat a drink. And the man says, I'd rather you didn't, to be perfectly honest. He's got 4 pints of vodka Guinness here already. I think that's enough for any one cat in any one day, in any one universe. And the man says, I suppose that's true. Anyway, have a pint of your finest Guinness, please. And the barman says, certainly, sir. What kind of Guinness would you like? And the man says, oh Christ, is there more than one type now? It's getting like the fucking coffee. I'll have a fucking latte Guinness with sugar, please. And the man says, would you like skinny milk in that? And the man said, I would not like skinny milk. What the fuck do I look like? Do I look like some sort of a cat? And then he looks to the side of him and he says, no offence. And the cat says, none taken whatsoever. I've no idea what you're talking about, to be perfectly honest. I'm just a cat. I'm barely even able to speak. Which itself is a miracle, just being barely able to speak. Not the fact that I'm not able to speak, it's the fact that I'm barely able to speak. That's that much, that I achieved that much in my short life on this planet. I'm only 7, I'm only 7 years of age, and while you may go on some thing about cat years and dog years, it's real years. It's 7 real years. I've only even counted the last 3 or 4 myself. I wasn't counting for the first while. Anyway, on with the show. Monkey nuts. That's what they call them. They call them big steaming dolloping piles of monkey nuts. They call them big shit yielding, arse-wiping, table printer sitting on, cardigan hanging over the monitor, what else? Empty cup, formerly full of energy drink, in fact full of energy drink more than once since the last wash. Note to self, wash this frigging mug or you'll end up catching syphilis or something off yourself. Can you catch syphilis off yourself? I don't know. Can you catch diseases off yourself? There's a question for you. I suppose you can. If there's dirt on you. Did we talk about dirt earlier or did I not use that segment? I'm not sure. But I think I spoke about organisms living in the dirt on your body. Well, if that's the case, if you catch disease off that organism, you're not catching the disease off yourself. You're catching it off another organism. So don't get all excited over this. We haven't made some new scientific discovery whereby I've just realised you can catch a disease off yourself. No. You probably can though. Can you? I don't know. Can you catch a disease off yourself? There's a question for you. I should probably ask myself. It would probably be fitting to ask this question of myself. Me, can I catch a disease off you? You being me. Please answer immediately or else there'll be a silence. Certainly me. I'll answer your question. Didn't understand this to be perfectly honest, but I'll answer it anyway. Let me answer it with a little tune. Hold on a minute.
Follow Neal at twitter.com/intoyourheadpod and pretend to like him at facebook.com/intoyourheadpodcast.
Once upon a time, there was a dog. Dog by the name of, it doesn't matter what it was called. We can call it whatever we want. We can call the dog whatever we want. We don't have to align ourselves with naming principles. Dogs don't have official names anyway. It's not like they have a birth certificate and you have to stick to whatever name they give them. No, we'll call the dog whatever we want. And since there's probably only going to be one dog in this story, especially since I've stated that now, so I won't make up another dog, even if I was going to. We only don't need to give it a name at all. We can just call it Dead Dog. So let's call it Dead Dog. The dog in this story is henceforth to be referred to as Dead Dog. So anyway, Dead Dog went out for a walk one day. He said, I'm going to go for a walk. And he was right. He was going to go for a walk. He predicted correctly. No psychic. Now, don't be fooled. This isn't a psychic thing he had. No. He just knew he was going to go for a walk because it was a self-fulfilling prophecy. He said, I'm going to predict that I'm going to go for a walk. And then he stood up and went for a walk. He said, look, my legs are moving. I appear to be going for a walk. My dream is coming true. I prophesied that I was going to go for a walk, and go for a walk I damn well am. Isn't it absolutely fantastic? And they say dogs are stupid. They are not. Look at me. I pointed out that I was going. I already said that. Let's not get repetitive here. Suffice to say, I was right, I am going for a walk, he says. Not only that, I'm a talking dog. You people are jaded with your MTV and your freaking podcasts all over the place. Here we are with a talking dog, and you're barely even noticing the fact. You think, that's all very well, the dog talking, but is he really psychic or is he faking it? No, you're the jaded generation. Anyway, a dog goes out for a walk, and he starts walking along the side of the main Kilkenny Road, walking towards Kilkenny. He's not going to go to Kilkenny because it's about 30 fucking miles away, but he's going in that direction. You can be going in the direction of the North Pole. It doesn't mean you're going to the North Pole. No, it means you're going towards the North Pole. In fact, next time you're out for a walk, just to add a bit of freshness and variety to it, decide you're going to walk towards the North Pole. That's what you should do. You should say, I'm going to go for a a walk. Instead of just walking around my neighbourhood, I'm going to start an exhibition towards the North Pole. I walk half a mile that direction. And then when you're finished and it's time to come back, say, I'm going to walk towards the South Pole now. I'm an explorer extraordinaire. I'm not even wearing snowshoes, and I'm walking towards both polar extremes in 1.5 hour walk. Isn't it absolutely fucking fantastic? Oh, it'll change your walking experience no end, I can tell you. Anyway, the dog's walking along the Kilkenny Road, and he sees a car coming along in the other direction, and he starts chasing it, and the man in the car stops. He says, "Why are you chasing my car, dog?" And the dog says, "I don't know, it's an impulse. I think it's from back in the days when we were wild on the prairies. We used to chase cars a lot. Anyway, I just had an instinct to chase your car. Sorry about that. My apologies for any inconvenience caused." And the man says, That's fine. Are you talking dog, by the way?" The dog says, "Yes, I believe so. I believe that's what you call us. If you want to attach labels to me, I suppose, yes, I am what you humans know as a talking dog, in quotation marks. Fine, attach a label to me. I'm a talking dog. I'm also a human being, though. Stop labeling me. Don't be. Nobody puts doggy in his corner." And the man says, "Did you just say you're a human being?" And the dog says, "Yes, but I think I might have misspoken there. I'm not a human being. I'm a being. What I meant to say is I'm a normal member of society just like you and everybody else, and I don't want to be pigeonholed. I'm not even a soap star. I shouldn't be pigeonholed in some role. Oh no." And the man says, "Fair enough, Mr. Being." And the dog says, "Mr. or Mrs. or Ms, if you don't mind." And the man says, "Fair enough, Mr. or Mrs. or Ms, for I can see quite clearly that you're a Mr. If you want to be treated like that, put on some clothes." And the dog says, "If I put on some clothes, you'll see what sex the clothes are designed for, and you'll say, oh, I know what sex he is." And the man says, "Well, if you want to keep it a secret, I suggest you go around with a bucket over your head and your torso and your midriff. I mean, Christ, what next? You don't want anyone to know anything about you. You might as well have your face and fingerprints scraped off you by a taxidermist. Not a taxidermist, a plastic surgeon, if you're going to go around acting like that. Although I suppose it's a free country, you're free to do so." The dog says, "I am indeed free to do so. If I want to go and have my face scraped off and my fingerprints removed from my fingertips, I damn well will, I can tell you." And the man says, "Fair enough. Don't let me stop you." I wasn't trying to stop you anyway. And the dog says, Good. I'm glad to hear it. Here I am out for a walk, minding my own business, and I get called up because I might at some point want to have my face removed by a plastic surgeon. It's none of your business. You're not even my owner. Do you even have a dog?" The man says, "No, I have a car though. It seems to be as good as a dog because you were chasing it." And the dog says, "You have a point there. You have a point, I have to admit. A point of your finest intellectualizing, aren't you, Great? You big intellectual, you. Why don't you go home and watch BBC 4 and then watch the news and then go read a book in bed until you fall asleep?" The man says, Maybe I will. I might just do that." And the dog says, "I believe you will. I'm predicting it because I'm psychic." And the man says, "Fair enough. Just to prove you wrong now, I'm not going to go home. I'm going to stay out here all night at the side of the road." And the dog says, "Fair enough. Can I sit with you just to make sure?" The man says, "Certainly, young dog, you may. And a great night is had by all."
Into Your Head comes out Wednesdays and Saturdays. Need more? Subscribe to the free reruns and extras feed and shut your stupid ugly face. See intoyourhead.com/archive for details.
Remember, we value the opinions of you, the humble and ignorant listener. Email studio@intoyourhead.com.
Support the podcastual arts at no cost to you. Just click through the Amazon link at intoyourhead.com whenever you go shopping for anything, even if you use Amazon UK or Canada. We'll take your weird foreign money here. We're not proud. Just visit intoyourhead.com and click on the appropriate Amazon banner.
Into your head. Your Head with your humble proprietor, Neal, from Ireland.
Hello, it's me again, back with the second part of today's programme. It's the second part from your point of view. From my side, it's about the 12th part. There's been several small parts involved here, all edited together for your convenience though, so you don't have to worry about it. In fact, you don't even have to worry about this being the second part. No, it's not really a part at all. It's only the other side of the semi-commercial break. So it's not really a part. It's not like you have to put in another. It's not like you have to turn around the record and put the groove on the other needle. No, you don't have to worry. This all comes as a ready-made package. I'm here last Sunday as we speak, putting it together, getting it ready to put up on the internet, editing it into a program, as we call it. A program, not a computer program. No, I'm not that advanced and sophisticated. All I know how to make is audio programs. I don't know how to arrange ones and zeros in a way that automatically does something. No. Although now that you mention it, I probably could put together some sort of a program if I wanted to. I could get some macros. I could probably figure it out if I wanted to. If I was minded to learn how to make a program, I'm sure I could. I can make a frigging website. I can make a frigging podcast. I'm sure to Christ I can make a program. But some people are designed to make programs, and other people are designed to produce programs of another kind. We should probably use different words for them. Different words, because words matter, words matter. If I came on here and said, hello, I believe in anti-disestablishmentarianism, I wouldn't expect you to say, I don't know what that means, so it doesn't matter. He doesn't believe in it if I don't know what it means. No, I expect you to get out a dictionary or pull up a website and look up what's anti-disestablishmentarianism. It's not a made-up word, No, it's a real word. It's a real word that's being passed down from centuries to centuries, eons. It's been around for a while, I can tell you. There was anti-disestablishmentarianism a couple of hundred years ago in some countries, and it still exists, I'm sure, somewhere. Otherwise, why would there be a word for it? Why would there be a word for something that doesn't exist? I can't imagine why. If you had a word long enough, I'm sure it could go all the way around the circumference of the earth when written down and joining up with itself, and then you wouldn't know where to stop saying it. That could probably be problematic, but it's not on the verge of happening yet. No. I know it may well happen with website addresses soon. They're getting there's so frigging many of them. We're going to start having to make them longer and longer and longer and longer and longer and longer until the words longer and longer go all the way around the circumference of the planet. And we'll say some tech guy will ask the register computer www website address registry people. He'll ask them how long does this website address have to be now to qualify for your registry? And they'll say, it has to be longer and longer and longer and longer and longer and longer. And they'll go on saying longer and longer and longer until the words join up with themselves. Not written down, of course. They're saying this over the phone. But the phone audio signal will be such a long wave that it'll reach all the way around the planet and join up with itself. So it'll never stop. And they'll be stuck on the phone forever. They'll be stuck in this interminable phone call. It'll be like the phone call version of Groundhog Day. Except it'll be different because they won't want to have to pay for their rights to make another Groundhog Day. You don't want to have to pay for movie rights every time you make a tech support call, No. In fact, when they're stuck in this phone call, I can tell you, making movie sequels will be the last thing on their mind because they'll be stuck in this interminable phone call. And they say, although maybe they'll probably think, if I ever get out of this phone call, I'm going to make a movie out of it. I suppose they could do that. But no. Anyway, suffice to say, on with the show.
Oh, wait a minute! It's going into you. It seems it looks like it's going into your head. I think it's going into your head. Oh, it's definitely going into your head.
I hope you don't mind if I partake of an international cultural pastime. While I do this final segment. Now, I'm eating some peanut M&Ms And for those of you who are listening in the third world, Pino M&M, it's basically a monkey nut that's had its shell removed and replaced with some sugar. It's absolutely fucking fantastic. It's an edible coloured shell. Unlike those natural shells that they have on monkey nuts. In the Western world, we take off our shells and we put on a permanent edible coloured sugar shell. Absolutely fucking fantastic, and they come in all different colours. Unlike nature. Nature only provides things in green and brown, maybe black when they're rotting to bits. But no, you won't get friggin' yellow and blue and red and green and brown all in one bag in nature. No, does nature even have... Well, there's probably a big-leaved rhubarb or something there, where the leaves kind of look a bit like bags. But apart from that, no. I suppose the thing, flower, you want a bag that looks like a flower. Fucking ridiculous. You can print them easily. They don't rot. If you get a bag for it, that'll last a lot longer than a natural flower. And I can tell you, it's all very well Mother Nature. If your shopping bags for lives only have to hold the weight of a bumblebee, ours have to hold shopping. Ours have to hold things like these bags of M&M. Not to be confused with... Note to self, don't eat too many of these, because dinner will be ready in 58 minutes, precisely. But still, no. M&M's, not to be confused with Eminem, the singer. Eminem, he's a singer, and he goes around singing stuff. You're a fucking bitch, I'm Eminem, and now you're a fucking bitch. Eminem is a poet, as far as I'm concerned. He's a Shakespeare of the 20th century, and the 21st, for that matter. I thought I could fill the last 7 minutes of the program. Fill my stomach, alright. Fill up my stomach with crap. Look, no, I don't think I can fill. Surprisingly, it's a big bag. You should do this quite easily. But no, food isn't designed to fill. It's meant to fill your belly. In fact, confectionery isn't even supposed to fill your belly. It's just supposed to give you a treat that you have after a meal. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. Well, maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. I should be doing this at the end of the podcast. I don't know. I have to say, the Mars M&M company sent me this to test me. I don't mind, they're on special. €2 for a big bag, compared to the normal price anyway. There's about 3 M&Ms now. Anyway. Hello to all my new listeners, incidentally. A lot of new listeners lately. I've been at this since 2006. We used to have a segment called the Urination Session of the Week. So, if you joined me 6 years ago, you would have got that. And today, if you're a new listener today, this is what you get. It's absolutely fucking fantastic, and you're welcome to it.
Sit, Bowsy. Sit. Good cat.
IntoYourHeadPodcast.com